Hello and welcome to Last Week in AWS. In a display of what I can only describe as customer experience arson, the AWS Security Hub team has achieved the impossible. They've taken a service with a good name, Security Hub, and made it actively worse by renaming it to Security Hub. Let me explain before I start bleeding from my eyes. The original Security Hub is now called Security Hub CSPM. The new service, a totally different thing with totally different behavior, is called Security Hub again. It's like if AWS released the new S3 and called it Amazon S3, while retroactively naming the original to Amazon S3 Classic Glacier Light. And yes, the documentation URL still betrays the original, far less confusing name that some poor soul clearly fought for and lost, Security Hub Advanced. That said, credit where due, the new service is in preview, and I actually really like the direction it's heading. There's clearly good work happening under the hood. But reusing a name? Really? This is like the time I had to execute a diving save on someone's resume because the hiring manager didn't realize Azure DevOps was a product and not just resume word salad. Let me be blunt. The North Star of product naming should be, your product should not damage your customers' careers. This naming choice, it absolutely risks doing just that. This episode is brought to you by Augment Code. You're a professional software engineer. Vibes won't cut it. Augment Code is the only AI assistant built for real engineering teams. It ingests your entire repo, millions of lines, tens of thousands of files, so every suggestion lands in context and keeps you in line. With Augment's new remote agent, queue up parallel tasks like bug fixes, features, and refactors, close your laptop, and return to ready for review pull requests. Where other tools stall, Augment Code sprints. Unlike vibe coding tools, Augment Code never trains on or sells your code, so your team's intellectual property stays yours. And you don't have to switch tooling. Keep using VS Code, JetBrains, Android Studio, or even my beloved Vim. Don't hire an AI for vibes. Get the agent that knows you and your codebase best. Start your 14-day free trial at augmentcode.com. Now let's see what else AWS got up to last week. The Last Week in AWS Slack community stumbled across this gem last week. The AWS local zones continue their proud tradition of geographical fiction. Minneapolis reports to Virginia. Houston apparently seceded back to US East 1, and Lima, Peru, on the Pacific coast, is now considered East. New York Zone lives in New Jersey like it's the Statue of Liberty, and Las Vegas is somehow Oregon's problem. Local, in this case, means wherever the latency math cries softly into a spreadsheet. Amazon VPC raises default route table capacity. I was told there was only supposed to be a single default route, which is why you really want to be more careful crafting headlines like this. Announcing intelligent search for repost and repost private. AWS just added intelligent search to both of those, so now you can ask questions in plain English and it hallucinates answers, synthesizes results from community threads, docs, and who knows what else, all in one go. This sounds a lot like there's a growing backlash to Gen AI, so how about we describe it without using those words? Good idea to test it out on Repost, a service basically nobody uses despite the AWS support accounts and treaties in Reddit comment threads. Trusting your AI stack is non-negotiable. That's why Dynatrace pairs perfectly with Amazon Bedrock. Together, they deliver unparalleled observability across your generative AI workflows. Monitor everything from model performance to token anomalies, all in real time. See how Dynatrace enhances AI with Amazon Bedrock. Start your free trial at dynatrace.com. How to set up automated alerts for newly purchased AWS savings plans. AWS now gives you a pre-canned FinOps nag. Deploy a CloudFormation plus step functions plus EventBridge plus SNS stack that auto-detects underutilized savings plans bought in the past week and emails you so you can return them. Because apparently discovering poor planning organically is too much fun. And finally, introducing AWS Lambda native support for Avro and protobuf formatted Apache Kafka events, because apparently parse the message yourself was too much fun for everyone and had to be ruined with convenience and standards. It's a good feature that I'm excited to try out. And that's what happened last week in AWS. Stick around.